my grandmother's village. The fireflies arrived each June like a rumor that had finally decided to become true. She told me they were the souls of people who had forgotten something important in life and were searching, blinking, asking the dark, "Was it this? Was it this?" By August, they had usually remembered and went out, one by one, like small forgivenesses. I thought of her last week when I read that 1 in 3 firefly species in North America may be sliding toward extinction. The number comes from a 2021 assessment led by the Xerces Society in collaboration with the IUCN, published in the journal BioScience Dry Pages, that nonetheless describe something resembling a funeral. Of the 169 species evaluated, 18 were classified as threatened with extinction. Many more lacked enough data even to be mourned properly. The threats are cataloged in the way scientists catalog grief: habitat loss, pesticide use, climate disruption, and this one tastes strange in the mouth: too much light. A firefly's flash is a love letter written in a language only other fireflies understand. When we flood the night with sodium and LED, we are, in effect, talking over them at the dinner table. A 2016 study in Science Advances found that 83% of the world's population lives under light-polluted skies. In North America and Europe, the figure approaches 99%. The Milky Way is invisible to roughly a third of humanity now. Children grow up under a ceiling of orange dusk that never quite becomes night. My niece is 7. She has seen a firefly exactly once at a state park in Pennsylvania, and she screamed because she thought it was a small piece of the sun that had escaped. This is, I think, the correct response. We should all be screaming. Instead, the children of this century spend, on average, roughly half as much time outdoors as their parents did at the same age, and somewhere between 4 and 7 hours a day looking at screens. The screens, of course, also blink, but they blink in patterns that mean buy this, and watch this rather than I am here. Are you here? Are you here? There's a town in Mexico, Nanacamalpa, where the Photinus paliciosi still gather each summer in forests that look, briefly, like underwater cities. Tourists arrive in such numbers now that biologists worry the visitors themselves are dimming what they came to see. There is a village in Japan where old men keep diaries of firefly sightings going back to the Meiji era, and the entries grow shorter each decade, like a poem being slowly erased by its own author. The Japanese have a word, hatarugari, which means firefly hunting. Though you don't catch them, you simply walk into the field and let them catch you. I want to tell you the fireflies are coming back. I cannot tell you this. What I can tell you is that they respond, sometimes within a single generation, to darkness restored. Turn off a porch light, and a meadow remembers. Let a hedgerow grow wild, and the soft-bodied larvae who eat slugs, who require damp leaf litter, who are themselves luminous and have been glowing since they were embryos, return to the work of being lanterns. A firefly is, after all, a creature that has been on this earth for roughly 100 million years. It outlasted the dinosaurs. It is, statistically, more patient than us. My grandmother died in 2009 in the same village, under the same trees. The last summer of her life, she told me the fireflies had thinned, that you could now count them, which had never been possible before. Cuando si puden cantar, she said, es que ya casi no están. When you can count them, they are almost gone. She is buried under a small stone. In June, sometimes, my cousin sends me a photograph. There is always one firefly hovering near the name. I do not know if this is true or if my cousin, who loved her too, is being kind to me. Both are possible. Magical realism has always been the literature of countries where the dead remain practical, and the living have learned not to ask too many questions of what arrives, glowing at the edge of a field.